Bobby?
Yeah.
Come on, my camera. Let's go see it. I know, she'll come inside. We'll see her.
So I heard it's your sister's birthday. Is it your sister's birthday? Yeah. That's fun. What are you doing? Beautiful. Now my name.
Elena. Elena.
Required there is what
do you consider Post Lane?
what is required there. The road is a disgrace. I'm not saying that it's anything but. What is required there is a 6-lane highway, 3 lanes north and 3 lanes south.
Lane,
And private enterprise and private capital, plus some government subsidies can help build up the west area, which can be done. It does not require public money to build.
But you're talking about public money, federal money, $1 billion of it that's waiting.
Because
every
it's not
goddamn
necessary.
community in the world.
Alan, I have one thing to say to my brother Ike.
Is it necessary? It's a waste
But
of money. I don't
but
care
that's
whose
not-
money it is. It's a waste of money.
But
If they want to give us the money, let's put it on into the IRT.
Revitalized, that could be the A1 area.
Because
in
that's
New
the
York
thing
City.
that's traveled.
But that isn't
You know, Ike, the same inflation that's going to be used to spend money over here is
No,
going
but
to be used to spend
they say
bail out these
funds.
banks.
Same
All
funds
these countries that are going
can
broke.
be used for public good.
You just lose it.
You say that with
Yeah,
authority.
yeah,
How do you know
because
that?
they can't trade it in.
How do you know?
Because I know what the law is. The law is that they can appropriate trade-ins by year. Every year they'll have to appropriate a certain amount for a trade-in. There's a long waiting list of states.
You gotta get that. He's moving. Hello.
So every year they have to go to the Congress. Congress is not very partial to New York.
You know, Ike,
organization.
you should
Don't
be
play
a
for the
better
camera,
voice.
Ike.
You should be a better voice right now because you're being on. He's going to take you right now and put you on.
Look,
Greenwich Village.
this-
Greenwich Village.
Oh,
part of the
wow.
plan, part of the master plan
You know-
of the
you know what
Westway
it's gonna
is
destroy?
to drive a superhighway right down,
yeah, right
through,
down the Ramrod Trail.
not Ramrod, Greenwich Village.
You know the
I'm
Ramrod?
not talking Ramrod. I'm not talking the coastal area. I'm talking about through the village, across town. That's part of the master
Why?
plan.
I want to ask one question first. Is it necessary to have a highway?
Of course it's
After the way,
necessary.
okay.
Well,
I mean,
of
I
course
can
it's
see
necessary.
that.
And it should be a scenic, beautiful highway.
The
And
East
it
River
can.
Drive has been bursting already. I mean, it's ready to come down.
I'd like to transfer some of the money to the East River Drive.
But if the tent was built
You have to do what's possible.
you would have
Well, I'm not sure that
You have to
all
accept
the,
the
that all
possible.
the political alternatives have been sought out.
You know,
To the extent that that money cannot be
Alan,
transferred. I'm not
Alan,
sure
what
that
you're
that's
thinking of Westway, you're just thinking of it as a highway. It's a hell of a lot more than a highway.
Development does not require
No,
massive.
I like much better in person. If it hasn't happened,
It is happening. It's already happening. There.
Battery Park cities.
No.
At
Well, yes,
convention
it's creeping
center.
up from the
At a
south, and
convention
it's coming
center.
down from the north. And I just noticed the other day, in that Ramrod area, as I was driving past, they have an old factory building which has been turned into a residence, and it's going to go co-op. And that whole area, if you take a drive down it and you see the
But
architecture
it'll
there,
be accelerated if they start over with Westway. You're going to have a whole, the most attractive part of any city. Something highway.
besides which it's going to bring a lot of traffic, a lot of truck traffic. No, but I mean, a very extensive thing is going to bring even more truck traffic.
Yeah, that's all I hope.
A lot less money. And all the rest of that money.
Alan, don't do that. You want to see an actor, get it on him.
We're absolutely certain that all the alternatives.
I know the political, the law situations.
Now this is different sources
I know in New York.
Oh, it's
If you are convinced that it can't be done, you can't trade it in.
But you're creating that hypothesis. I don't accept the premise.
No, I'm not creating it.
You say if and Senate and the two senators oppose, put pressure to have. Let's say the thing goes through now as a single.
Who's here? Nixon? Nixon's here?
It is very possible.
Just a minute. Just a minute.
That's all right.
A few weeks or.
Is it possible to believe that is matter ever destroyed? It's never destroyed. Is that correct?
I don't believe it was necessary.
Just a minute now. Let me finish. Is it possible? Is matter ever destroyed? How does the Torah begin? Let's start from the beginning.
Matter is destroyed. Wait a minute.
The artist הייתה תוהו ובוהו וחושך על פני תהום, right? ורוח אלוהים מרחפת על פני המים. Now, were destroyed. And there was no order out of the entire universe. What God did, now the same matter that existed for 20 billion years, if you will, still existed. He took the same matter and brought it into order.
Okay, my brother's
He made
talking.
order out of chaos. Isn't that possible? So you could believe geologists when they tell you that the world is 200 billion years old, if you will. It's not against the belief of the Torah.
I know. In other words, what you're saying is. What you're saying, Uncle Matt, is that the matter that Hashem may have used in creating the world
He used
is
it again.
20 billion years old.
Exactly.
But the planet itself, as we know it, is only 6,000.
You too, I don't know.
In other words, that the world as we know it.
You're going back? I'm not knowledgeable.
Maybe it looks like your father.
I'll argue with you boys about
Uncle Matt, all you have to do is go to the library a little bit and you'll be just as knowledgeable as Alan or I are.
No, because, well, I have to understand the different terms. I have to study it. You know, the one thing you have to understand, you never read a book, you never read the Bible, you study it. You have to study it, and study it again, and again, and again.
And by the way, I find your
And that's what the Torah
I find
is.
your explanation extraordinarily untrue.
Go ahead, fight him.
What do you mean it's not true?
I mean, the very idea that Hashem spent a lot of time. Nah, I don't like this
didn't
world.
spend any
Too
time.
many dinosaurs. Start all over again. Nah, I don't like this world. I don't like those trilobites. They're ugly.
I don't like
Start all over again. Oh wait,
America
maybe.
and Africa as
Okay,
one.
I think
So
this
you're
time.
making a joke out of it. It's not a joke.
That's what your explanation is, Uncle
Not my
Matt. That's what
explanation.
your explanation is. You said
I
I didn't like
said it
this
is
one. I'll start
possible.
again.
I said it's possible other worlds were created before and destroyed. Why there was a
Anyway,
you know what times we have
you'll
boom.
come up with any kind of preposterous
Why is
method
it
in order
preposterous?
to get away from science. Is that it? Just in order to make science look
everything-
inaccurate, you'll create a new myth out
I
of
want to say this.
it. If he made this world and then if he took the matter and then made a world with it, Uncle Nat, if he made this world, took a world and made it and destroyed it, right?
He made man, he gave him free will.
Wait a minute, go back. Uncle Nat, go back. Did you say that he made a few worlds before he made this one? Were you giving that as an excuse? Were you giving me that?
Fresh air, oxygen, everything else, potential polluted with all kinds of...
Uncle Nat, back up. You told me that the world before this world, there could have been new worlds that Hashem. Then Hashem, listen to the sound of the goddamn words you used. If Hashem created other worlds before this and destroyed them. Clearly, he was not pleased with them,
Domestic,
right?
they make it.
And if he wasn't pleased with them, he should have known in advance he wasn't going to be pleased with them, so he's not perfect. You understand? By the statement that you're making, you are implying,
This world was not perfect. The people themselves.
Oh, you mean there were other people before
They're,
this?
so, they're 10 minutes from me.
Oh, now you're throwing your hands up. He should have known that these humans or these creatures would have been imperfect, right? He knows everything. He's perfect, right? If I knew that he was going to grow up, if I knew when he was in my wife's body that he was going to grow up to be a homicidal maniac, then I would have been justified to make sure that he was aborted, right? That would have been my responsibility.
God gave you this earth over here, gave you vegetation and trees and fruits.
And earthquakes and volcanoes,
Then you
and
go out, what do you
disease,
do?
and storms, and drought.
So man goes out and gets his cars. And he wants to advance. This is science, you know. And we advance. And we pollute the air with this, we pollute the air with this. Then we take this. I give you a perfect world. You destroy it. It's your world. You make it.
You have a ride?
You're the one who made the statement on that there was a possibility, the reason that the world appears 20 million years old because Hashem.
That's another story.
My wife is inside. She's not?
Okay.
I come in later.
All right. Come on, Albert. She's inside.
Alan, take up the rear. Who's Sally?
She went inside, lady.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
Gives up radioactive isotopes at a given rate. Doesn't matter where it is, what planet, what solar system, it doesn't at a constant rate.
It doesn't matter what the heat is or the weather is like or anything.
This would be a constant. It's a constant. It's like a clock. And they go literally, by doing that, they take a rock, they see how much of the radioactivity is still in it, and very simple calculations to determine that this rock is such and such number.
But I got it off my
And then they'll take that method and they'll use several other methods. And if all of those methods agree that this rock is you know how like a dinosaur bone. But they know they have a pretty good idea what this particular dinosaur is.
Let me get his shirt on.
Yeah, put the shirt on, what are you eating? Please don't eat leaves, they're poisonous. Leaves could be poisonous.
Cross-references from one side to another. Paleontologists, those who study bones, determine the age of certain bones. Okay? A geologist determines the age of the strata in the mountain. And another science, for example, radioactive, will determine the age in still another one. When they find a bone in a strata that also corresponds with radioactive dating, and you have three datings from three separate disciplines agreeing with each other.
One of these old-fashioned mothers.
Three different methods. Then they find that that's
We used to have one, but we sold it. We never replaced it either. I love these things. Is it very heavy, this one?
Science in terms of moving planes, when you get on that plane, you don't feel that you're being held up in the air by the will of Hashem. You want to know that the pilot knows what the hell he's doing, and you have faith in the physical laws that keep the plane up there.
Well, I also have faith in the love that the pilot is going to stay alive.
Science has really
giving
made
man
incredible advances
the intelligence
in the field of technology. I mean,
Oh my God.
TVs and stereos. Every time, science accomplishes something worthwhile. It's a different program, a different survival.
As extensively as I
Survival
should. So
requirements.
my limited knowledge,
Do
my
it.
limited knowledge in
Looks stupid. Primates, elephants,
I can't very well.
Lily's pretending like not to notice the camera.
Oh, I want to be.
You can pick up the kitchen set.
I have 3 out of the 20 are more intelligent than the others. Now comes a hard time. They have to go out hunting. They have to go out finding their food, picking their food. The more intelligent one has an easier job of finding food. He's thinking, well, wait a minute. If it's not on this bush, it may be on the next bush. Well, there goes a rabbit. Let me stand here and trap it. Because he has intelligence to understand that the rabbit is moving. He's the one who's going to survive. He and the 3 others are more likely not to. The others will die off. In slow increments, over millions and millions and millions of years, you have the creation of an intelligent, like a more intelligent being.
These slow ones are dying off, and the intelligent ones who are better able to survive are adapting themselves to their environment and reproducing.
It's nothing mysterious. It's so
All you have now, all of those primitive ones are dying.
Film, you're also shooting the sound?
By itself.
I mean, you can't separate them? Like, you don't want the sound on?
evolution is still continuing.
Survival. When I say nature, I mean survival.
How do you define that?
Look at that rose, Alan.
I saw it.
By itself.
You know, if it's edited or something, you could plop it in the VHS, and it's at least interesting, not boring as all hell.
Where's the envelope?
Those animals who are genetically programmed.
You can come out, come on.
Of course it does, because it's the first living
Being the way they are is a chance kind of thing.
No, it isn't a chance. If you already,
One
if
of
you already
those-
have the genetic program in there, it's not changing. Because it's genetically programmed.
No,
So
but
what's
the
the
point,
problem?
But the point is,
I don't understand.
We're talking about.
and where does it start from? Evolution starts
That's it.
from birth. Where does
Where
it
does it
start
start
from?
from?
You've got one cell. That's it. You've got one cell entering one cell. That's all there is. It's just a sperm and an egg. And then it starts multiplying. The cells multiply and they grow and they get bigger and bigger and bigger. And by the time the right one comes, it's ready. A whole new organism is born. I mean, all you need is that. If you look at embryology, if you look at the embryo of a fish, of a dog, of a cat, of a horse,
Look at it any time. Any biology book will show you a single
I don't look, I haven't got it, so I
even
don't.
2 week old. And you cannot. There's no way of distinguishing whether it's going to be a chicken, a human, a tiger, or any of the higher. Well, the further along it goes, you begin to see a human begins to develop arm
Yeah, but
stumps
Alan,
and
you're
the
talking
fingers
about the
start
human
forming.
eye or a microscopic eye. When before you
You're
know what
talking
it
about a
is,
very
you
primitive
could
eye.
identify.
Occasion. It's a beautiful occasion. There'll be many more like that.
Is there any sound to this?
Yes.
Well, I should have said that.
So you can
Where you running?
talk. It's beautiful.
That's his hiding.
No, it's better over there.
Get the picture. Make some more natural.
You have to move, Grandma. This is moving pictures. Moving. Okay. On this side. You look beautiful. I'll kill you. Get in that picture. Get in that picture.
Ma, you could move.
Get in that picture.
Ma, you could even move.
I know. Ma, stay with Grandma.
You gotta sit Lisa. You taking it or not?
He's taking it.
Stay here, though, Ma.
He's
Go back.
taking it. You can move around too, though.
I know, they could talk even.
Right.
Yeah, you could talk, you could do what you're doing.
We'll have to have a Jew wedding.
Terry taught it us. Why do you have that hot and
Not again. Terry taught
Try to push it.
Yeah, you try.
Excuse me.
Send the kids, right? Awesome.
You're looking for me.
Are you taking pictures? No.
You mean it's been talking back to you right now?
Come on, put on a song and dance. Wait.
Look at that.
Sarah, Alan wanted to take a picture.
Too much. Right? Good.
Stop with
You
that.
saw what Terry did? It's the things of the flowers.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, let's talk. Come on. Come on.
There, turn around.
Turn around, Fatso. Turn around. Ah! Here he is. Come on, girl.
This is not still. This is like moving. Oh.
What kind of machine is it? Why don't you get that? What is it?
Okay, 1, 2, 3. It plays it right away. You put it on television. You see everything what's going on.
Oh.
Hey, drinking too much, huh? And then you just focus it. See how it's fairly simple. There's not enough light in here.
Why is the green light still on?
Matt?
Okay.
Well, what's the best to come? Yeah.
Maybe we'll take it now. Thank you. Thank you very much. Sorry we came late.
Yes, all right, next time you'll make it early.
Waiting for Jennifer, waiting for these two. They're late dates and everything.
You're supposed to be at Miracle.
Come on, Sarah.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thanks very much. Thank you.
Bye. Bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Get Betsy out here.
Betsy,
Chuck, see you later. All right. Call up, pass by.
Same here. And really, come over
Thank you very
sometime.
much.
Me too.
You like living in Bradley all year? No? Really?
We got that come over.
Not that I don't, because I used to work, so I wasn't. Yeah, I do. Not as much. Not as much like before.
Okay, Chuck.
I try to help Grandma put a coat on.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Go ahead, press the button.
It's pressed.
Oh.
Hi, Alan's in the picture. Hooray for Chucky. Hooray.
Come down the stairs.
Oh, of course. I mean,
If
we're
they
gonna
finished and
pull over
everything.
so we
He
live.
said, okay, tomorrow you're gonna go.
Lane
Did you
is
get
this way.
Elaine in the picture?
No, go get it.
Ah.
So you got to focus in there.
Half an hour.
Focus, hurry up, Chucky.